I never lived with my mother. My mother's first husband was named Baker. Her second husband was Mortensen, but she was long since divorced when I was born. She had, you know, mental disturbances, and she was taken away. I called every woman I would see, I'd say, oh, there's a mama. And if I see a man, I'd say, there's a daddy. One morning I was having a bath, actually, and I referred to the woman as Mama, and she said, I'm not your mother. Don't call me mother anymore. Call me Aunt so-and-so. And I says, but he's my daddy. She said, no, you call him Uncle, although they weren't my aunt and uncle. I know I went to 6 different grammar schools. You know, that's before you're in the 7th grade.
I love playing with the children in the neighborhood. We could imagine anything and pretend anything. But I love to play house. And it was like, you could make your own boundaries, your own situation.
Other children liked to play with me because I could think of things. You know, I'd say, now we're going to have a murder, then a divorce, and then they say, how do you think? I said, I don't know.
Because then I heard that fat face. I said, oh, that's what I want to be. You know, you could play.
They used to take me to movies here in Hollywood. Every Saturday and Sunday, I was taken there because they worked during the week. They worked very hard, and they didn't want to be bothered with a child around the house, I think. You know, you can't blame them. They were very tired. They tried to fit my foot. My feet prints are there now, but I would try to, you know, I never could get my feet in there. My feet were always too big. For 10 cents, I would go in, sit in the first row, and I watched all kinds of movies like Cleopatra with Claude Colbert. That I remembered very well. I'd sit there and I'd see it over and over and over and over again. That was when I was very small. When I was 7 years old, my favorite was Jean Harlow. And the reason why she was my favorite, because she had white hair and I had white hair. And I dreamed of having golden hair, but instead mine was white. So when she had white hair, I felt close to her. And Clark Gable, I'm sure he won't mind if I say it, I used to always think of him as my father. I pretended that he was my father. I never pretended anyone was my mother. I don't know why, but I always pretended he was my father. And then suddenly I was taken to the orphan's home. I was only 9 or 10, and I put my feet down on the sidewalk, and they had to drag me in. I said, I'm not an orphan. And then later, some people said, well, it's better you forget about your mother. I said, but where's my mother? They said, she's dead. I used to sit up in the window and cry because I'd look over and I'd see RKO, and I knew my mother had worked there and she'd been a cutter there.